For 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Chairman, welcome to the Financial Services Committee. We're delighted that you're here. I'm sure when you walked in this morning, as you know, I saw you in line waiting out in the cold. Today, we are in the middle of a memorial service for a former colleague, Doug Lamoff, a congressman of our friend who passed away from California. So normally this body would be full waiting to speak with you, so I simply offer a bit of information. Chairman, I saw you outside and had a chance to engage you. You're aware that your crack staff learned last night that I would be here and have several questions, and I'd like to refer to those as an overall SEC actions and inaction. Some things that you agreed to take on by virtue of the job and things, the responsibility that you have agreed to take on now. And I note in looking at your background, in 1983, you were senior student writing editor of the Vanderbilt Law Review. And I consider that very favorable because you too recognized as a student you wrote much. You expressed your opinion, but it was essentially providing to someone else information that you agreed with. I think we find ourselves as members of Congress as writing students also many times to agencies of the federal government. We write a lot of letters and we wait and sometimes hear things back. I want to say that I have found your responsiveness, your breath of fresh air is helping, I hope on a bipartisan basis, but I know for myself, to address issues that are still actions and inactions that the SEC has taken up over the last few years. I would say to you, I am interested in also your work and really wish to compliment you because of the things that you have taken on, including what might be called your regulatory flexibility agenda, which I enjoyed, which you released in September and intend to do this year to offer flexibility, reminding us, as you did, that you are for making sure that growth and investment opportunities happen to investors around this country that would be proactive and also reactive to help us. I would like to tell you that we held under Ann Wagner, Chairman Ann Wagner, a hearing that discussed from an IPO perspective that has been spoken a little bit about today, but I come at this as co-chairman of the Biotech Caucus. Biotech is the future energy that America stands a leg up on and supporting against our adversaries around the world. Who will develop the next great, not just biomarker, but bio breakthrough to supply the free world with a better opportunity? And in relationship to this, we found out in testimony that I believe your staff has been provided that the testimony was up to 50% of IPO dollars went simply to compliance. And I think you spoke well about this, not just your knowledge base about trying to reduce regulatory costs, but the knowledge that this competes against America's best interest to be competitive with world markets, with other people who do not have the same rules and regulations we do. At no point would I back you away from or caution you not to go to what's in the best interest of the investor who could find themselves in a market like that of not knowing the truth about what's next. But I would say to you that I provided your staff last night with several very specific items. You were very magnanimous today in line and said, without calling me by name, you would make sure that this agency picks up the pace and does intend to not only follow the items that we talked about, but become more transparent in the relationship with members and the marketplace. And I want to applaud you. I felt like that you standing in the cold was a good time to engage you, and it worked. Mr. Chairman, I would yield back my time in thoughtful consideration to the staff and our new young chairman for his role and work. Thank you.
Chairman, yields